The concept of investing in people is fundamentally sound. Linking business improvement to a genuine focus on employee needs makes perfect sense, and the intentions behind such programs are rarely in question. The problem lies with organizations that adopt them as a quick fix without first examining why things went wrong in the first place. Before turning to external solutions, companies need to honestly ask themselves what internal policies and procedures are preventing their people from doing the right thing for the right reasons. There is also a widespread misconception among certain managers about what actually drives high performance. Some operate under the assumption that applying pressure is the most effective way to get results. In reality, people do not perform well simply because they are told to. They do so because they genuinely understand the organization's goals, see how their own contributions make a difference, and make the conscious choice to engage. Managers who truly grasp this can legitimately claim to care about their people. Those who merely tick that box, without it reflecting any deeper reality, are ultimately deceiving no one but themselves. To illustrate how good intentions can go wrong in practice, consider 3 real examples. The first involves a company that introduced a set of metrics to measure staff effectiveness, one of which tracked sales performance by the number of potential customers visited in a single day. The outcome was entirely predictable. Sales staff began prioritizing movement between offices over actually closing deals. Rather than becoming more effective, they became focused solely on satisfying the metric. It was a case of good intent undermined by poor thinking. The second example involves a company that was losing market share to faster competitors and responded by instructing staff to cut the time spent getting new products into customers' hands. The simplest way to achieve this was to halve the time devoted to product testing. New products did reach the market ahead of the competition, but were quickly rejected by customers on the grounds of poor quality. Once again, the intention was reasonable, the implementation was reckless. A third company attempted to give employees a greater sense of ownership over the company's direction by launching an engagement program with an aspirational title along the lines of creating our own future. In principle, this was a worthwhile idea. In practice, employees viewed it as a hollow exercise carried out by a senior management team that had historically paid little attention to anything beyond financial targets. Rather than feeling motivated, staff saw the program for what it was, a box-ticking exercise, and it failed entirely on those terms. Perhaps the most telling case of all involves a company that brought in a formal investing in people program with the stated aim of transforming its management culture. Assessors worked alongside managers throughout the process, offering guidance and feedback. When it was over, the company announced with satisfaction that it had invested in its people. But once the assessors had gone and the targets were back in focus, managers simply returned to business as usual. The program had served its purpose on paper, and that was enough. What all of these examples have in common is a senior management that recognizes the need for change but lacks either the understanding or the genuine commitment to bring it about. A program aimed at improving an organization is only ever as effective as management's ability to truly motivate the people within it. And when employees come to see such initiatives as little more than a formality, something done to satisfy an external requirement rather than to create real change, the outcome is, quite simply, hopeless.
You